Good. Hello, everybody. Hello. What is going on? Welcome. Mr. Bill's in the house. Sorry. I'm like all over the place. Yeah, well, Molly, my kitty, Miss Molly, decided, she wanted to come and jump on the table. At the same time, I'm trying to set my phone up, all the drama and everything. There's just so much to get done, get prepared to do a live stream. And speaking of live streams, welcome everybody. Welcome. Come on in. I'm Paramount USA, and you are at Lindy's Treehouse. How is everybody doing? I'm here every Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come on in. Thank you, subscribers, new subscribers, old subscribers. I love y'all very much. I love all my chatters that come in every week. So I'm adjusting my hearing aids. Bing, bing. And it's going to be a good night, really good night. It's been really smoky. It's been smoking here the last couple days, to say the least. It's really, the air is like really bad right now up here. It's giving me a little, I'm not even out. I only went outside to take the garbage out today, and that's it. And today it's just, the air is weird. It seems like I'm thirsty all day. There's something in the air. Even though I'm in my AC in my apartment, still, there's stuff that's going to filter in, but not as bad as if I didn't have air conditioning, right? But just a weird taste in my mouth. And I feel bad for people that have to be outside in it, like my son Ryan, right? Because he works outside. So does, well, Robert's in California, but that's nothing new for him. Cowboy John's in the house. Welcome. We got Flyer Bill in the house. And we also have Walter from Australia is in the house tonight. My sugar. Cowboy says, I'm building a wood privacy fence around 1.5 acres at my granddaughter's house, but I'm listening. Okay, welcome. I got to write everything down in my book. If I'm taking a lot of drinks tonight, drinks of water, not real drinks, bear with me because, got to really dry. I'm like dehydrated, and I've been drinking water all day. So I know it's this air. This air is horrible. A lot of businesses closed early today because some of them don't have AC, and it's really hard for people to breathe and all that stuff. And so I'm writing my book. We got Bill H in the house. We got Walter. Good morning, Walter. He said he will be back shortly, because we all know that it's tomorrow in Australia when Walter's here, right? And then we have Cowboy. Maybe I should chew. Maybe I should chew on a piece of gum or something. It's really, it's just like maybe I'm just breathing harder than normal. But this air is no joke. And it's going to be around tomorrow too. I was supposed to mail out all my packages today. I had it all set up with the bus to go to the post office, and nope. So I'm going to try and go Monday, because I got all my packages ready to go out for my peeps. So I woke up and I'm like, no way. They said the air, I'll go into the air particles and all that in a bit, but the air is it's super bad. It's not worth it. And a lot of places closed early today. Even the UPS store, they closed early today. So it's hard on everybody. Even if you don't have breathing problems, you may have breathing problems later. I'm glad I don't smoke. I can't imagine what, the air and what people are going to, I don't even know what I'm breathing, right? Inhaling or whatever. Will Fly's in the house. Hi, Will Fly. Welcome, my friend. Hello, everyone. Can't wait for my socks to get here tomorrow. I wish, Will Fly. I wish. I was supposed to get all my packages out today. I had it all set with the bus to go to the post office. And the air quality up here is so bad. It is so freaking hazy up here and smoky. The air is super bad. And they're just telling people, stay home, And I believe it because, hi, Joe Adele. Joe's in the house. Welcome, Joe from Indiana. And he's feeling the air too. I thought I'd share with you, Joe, all this smoke. I thought I'd kind of push it down your way. Yeah, it sucks. I'm going to tell you right now, everybody. And nobody's immune to it, okay? It's all going down, literally. My friend in New York State, Charlie Walsh, same thing with him. He's got the yucky air over there, too. So everybody's, I don't know. Joe, are you like, I'm kind of like winded this, honestly, even though I'm in my apartment with the AC and stuff, the air's a little different in here. It really is. Joe, are you feeling any effects of this bad air? Because I've been like thirsty all day and I've been drinking water all day too. Kind of wondering if I could fly above it. No, Joe. Joe, no. No, Joe. No. You are staying on the ground. You are not going up in the air in this. Because we want you in one piece, okay? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You're going to get up there and not be able to see or breathe. And then what are you going to do, Joe, when you're up in the air and you can't see or breathe? Will Fly said they shouldn't allow that illegal smoke across the border. No kidding. Yeah, Winnipeg. It was coming from Winnipeg, Canada. Yeah, thank you, Canada. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, but no thank you. Joe Adele says, I have asthma, so it's not worth it. Yeah, exactly, Joe. Exactly. It's not worth it. I have my water here, and I may end up refilling it in a bit, but if I'm taking more sips than normal, it's because this air, like I said, that the air is bad out here. But like I said, businesses closed. A lot of business places closed and all that. And so I am getting your packages out on Monday. I rescheduled my trip to the post office for Monday, and hopefully the air will be better because it's still, and you guys, you can see my pictures on Facebook. It's really bad. I mean, I know I say it 100 times, but Flyer Bill said, is that smoke heading south? I'm not sure. It wouldn't surprise me. It'll do a little switchy and you'll get some of this air too. All I know, it's all downstate. I don't know, John, if Cowboy John he's in Tennessee. So I don't know if he's feeling if it's smoky where he's at or whatever, if it's hazy down there. I know downstate it's really hazy and the air is worse up here than downstate. It truly is. You guys want to know what the air quality is? You want to talk the air quality, right? The AQI up here is over 300. Spending the next 24 hours outside would be equivalent of smoking 16 cigarettes. Okay, that's what they're saying. So a couple locations have also surpassed an AQI of 1,000 over the last 36 hours, which is like smoking 40 more cigarettes in a day. So yes, you do not want to limit your time outdoors, even as healthy individuals. Pets and their tiny lungs cannot handle this too well if left outside. So you want to keep your pets safe too. Will Fly says, seriously, didn't put yourself at risk, Linda. As long as the socks get here by Sunday, it'll be fine. Oh, thank you, Will Fly. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I had every intention of getting those packages out. I have them all ready, my little bag and everything. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get up and get the bus. And I knew this weather was going to be crappy. Like the air was going to be really crappy. And even my son, Ryan, that works outside, he's already saying that his lungs hurt. So, and your throat starts feeling scratchy too. So, I'm glad that my sisters and nobody like tried to call me, right? Um, Today because I have to save my voice for the show. So welcome everybody. Come on in. Climb up in the treehouse. Walter, Sugar is here. He signed in. He jumped in the chat first, so he gets the lazy boy tonight. Welcome, my sugar from Australia, and we all know that it's tomorrow when Walter's in the house. So, and I have my koala is set up right behind me. And I've got a new painting. If y'all can see my new painting, it's kind of cool. It kind of depicts like Texas is going through all the fires, not the fires. We got all that stuff. Texas is going through major flooding right now, and I did this picture a few years ago. So you can look at, if you can see it from there, what you think what it looks like. But I did it kind of on the thing, like, in the, let's see. Judy says, love your new painting. Hi, sis. My sis Judy's in the house. Everybody say hi to Judy. I got to put her in the book here. I'm writing like a crazy lady, and I keep losing my page in my happy book here. Here we go. So sis. Yeah, I did that painting, the one that's on the wall here. I did that a couple years ago. Surface of the, it could be of the sun. Yeah, it could be. I'm not even sure what I called that picture. But I found it in my stack of pictures, they have in my closet. And hi, Kim. Welcome, Kimmy, my sister-in-law. Welcome. Come on in the treehouse. Yes, I'm slowly starting to get back on my painting because I have a few canvases that I'm still working on. So it's fun. I love it. But I'm just really happy to have you all here tonight. I'm Paramount USA, and you're Lindy's Treehouse, and I am here and John Emble says, hi, Linda. Hi, John. It's my brother, my baby brother. Yeah, even though he's taller than me. Hi, Johnny. And I love family. I love my family. They're awesome. They are just so awesome. I'm very blessed to have the life that I live right now. God is really taking care of me. And hi, Bill, it's Kim. Okay, so we're saying hi to Kimmy, and Kimmy knows me. If I see John's name, I'm going to say it because some people go, "Who's John?" So I love y'all. I do. We have nowhere to go. It's smoky outside, Judy said. Yeah, see, Judy's downstate from me. Judy's like 4 hours away, and so is Kim. So the air's bad. Yes, even Joe in Indiana, he's feeling the bad air. My throat's been a little so you can hear it. My throat's been a little scratchy. Even though everything's closed up in the apartment, it doesn't matter, Even like I went out, took the garbage out, because I got to change the litter box and all that. I can't stand that smell in my apartment. So I get my garbage out, and I took the garbage out this morning about 11 o'clock or whatever. I stepped in the hallway, and you could smell the smoke, that like campfire, right? It's nasty. It's really nasty. And a lot of the places closed early today because some of the places, the businesses don't have air conditioning, But when I went outside, I had my shirt up. I didn't have my shirt up, you know what I mean? I was just on my sleeve. I was like, oh, like that, going to get the garbage, taking the garbage, out. It's like, oh my God. So it was nasty. But I hope we can get through this. A lot of events and Traverse City, they canceled a lot of their events. because of all this. I know I can't talk because of all the smoke, all the bad smoke. So, yeah, it's not fun. It is not fun. And it's not going away anytime soon. Thank you, Canada. Thank you for that present. You can have it back if you want. And like I said, it's hitting upstate New York too. They got all this yuck. So everybody around. So a lot of my parapeeps are probably not flying right now, if you know what I'm saying. It's yeah, not a happy day or whatever. So we're gonna keep going on the show or whatever. Yeah, they said the AQI reading is over 300 up here today. 300. Will Fly says, what is Traverse City known for? Happy. Oops. Oh, he's gonna happy day or whatever. I don't know what Traverse City is known for. Yeah, I'm not sure. Will Fly was gonna. It shows message retracted on my phone. Oh, Judy says we have nowhere to go. Yeah, it's smoky. So I'm trying to keep up on the chat. So I go back and forth on my phone. I go on my screen. This, yes. See, I'm multitasking. Yeah, we always have a good time on Thursdays. I really look forward to Thursday because tomorrow's Friday. And I'll probably be doing the exact same thing I'm doing today, staying in the apartment. Yes. And so we're going to move the show right? I don't even smoke. Yeah. We're going to move the show right along as long as we can, because I want to be able to do the spinning wheel again so somebody can win, right? We're celebrating the month of July, right? So every week I give away. I got a bad taste in my mouth. Every day I give away a 250th celebration koozie. And so Hot Brother Steve Minty, he won his last week. He got one last week. So I'm going to be sending his out too. So I have a bunch of winners here for sure. A lot of people got some prizes that they're waiting on. So I appreciate your patience, everybody. And but I love doing my live streams. I love y'all stopping by every Thursday because I couldn't do it without you. I am on my, so you got my notes. I'm on my 107th show already, and we are celebrating the 250th anniversary, right, of America this whole month. And each week I've gave away, somebody won a koozie, a fancy Nancy koozie. So it's pretty cool, pretty fun. Let's see what else. Saturday, I will be sober 4 years, peeps. 4 years. So put party hats in the comments, okay? Put party hats in the comments. I'm really proud of myself. 4 years, sober 4 years already on Saturday. Yep, turned my life around. I sure did. And it's been awesome. So many wonderful things have happened to me since then, since I started staying more focused on things. My spiritual journey is awesome. And everybody has a different spiritual journey. We won't get into that. But I feel really good about myself. And thank you, Will Fly. I feel really good, about myself and how far I've come. My family knows, yeah, I mean, everything, my life started changing for the better. And the 21st of February, right? February 16th, jumped on an airplane, February 16th, 2021. I came back to Michigan. And yeah, I love it. I did like a whole, what do you call it? Full circle, right? And it's been a journey, and the journey's not over yet because I'm still sitting up here and I'm breathing, right? The journey's not over yet. there's so many things that have happened since then, started this. And I always think of the good things. The bad things, you don't want to look backwards, right? You want to look forward. And I'm just really happy with life and everything. And like I said, I did a lot on my own, and a lot of stuff I couldn't have done without support of my family and friends, right? Emotional support or otherwise. I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed to have all of you in my life. And, I got my first tandem flight, went on a paramotor for the first time. And then, I stayed in a cozy little apartment for 4 years. And then God gave me this big apartment, a brand new apartment. And it's been good. It's been really good. And I thank the good Lord upstairs. My good Lord. Yes, he takes care of me. So, okay. So we talked the fires, right? And there's a lot of RV campers and all that up here in these campsites. And thank you, Bill. Bill said, congrats. There's a lot of campsites up here that are full. And I can't imagine right now the way this air is up here, sitting in, having to run a generator, right? Sitting inside your RV or a tent with this air, this bad air. There's going to be, I think the lung cancer people, respiratory issues are going to go sky high in the next couple of years. I really believe it. It is. If you're out there, and they showed people downstate. They were at a beach. I'm like, are they crazy or what? This is like I said, this air is no joke. That's for sure. Let's see. And then we talked about Texas flooding. Prayers to Texas. It's really bad over there. And then Arizona, they got hit with a lot. I'm just a little weather girl. My sis laughs at me. I'm the weather girl. But Texas flooding, and then, okay, what do y'all think of this time zone change? What do you guys think of the time zone? What do you think of the change that's coming? Yay or nay? You can put in the chat, yay or nay. But what with daylight savings time. That's what it's called. Yes. Daylight savings time. See, in Arizona, their time always stayed the same, right? Here it's spring ahead, fall back. So I'm just wondering, I think it's better that we just all stay on the same, what do you call it? Help me out here. Stay on the same program kind of thing. I think it'd be really good. What do y'all think? What do you think of the stand? Fire Bill said, what will my atomic clock do? Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's going to be really weird. It's going to confuse a lot of people, I think. So I don't get it. Not a change. Oh, Scooby's in the house. Hi, Scooby. Hi, Munchkin. And Scooby says, not a change, really. They just want to keep it. And Will Plaza DST should be permanent year-round. Yeah, all this changing, the clocks and everything else. Okay, I'm putting in Scooby and Munchkin in my book. All right. Like I said, we're going to keep it moving along here because, my throat just keeps drying out. Have they changed it? Not that I know of. I guess maybe they're talking about it. They voted to change it. Who knows, right? Who knows? But I guess apparently, because on my TV, President Trump is going to speak tonight. I'm not getting into politics, but he's probably going to talk about the time change. So we'll see. Let's see. Scuba, now where is Munchkin? Will Fly said, Scuba, where is Munchkin? And Scuba says, what? I commented before it even started. What? I commented before you even started? Hey, it's not easy here keeping up with this chat. Let me tell you. And he said scuba in living room. I'm going through the office. Okay. Yeah, don't forget scuba. Scuba's hangout. Hang out with Scuba. Scuba's hangout. He's got his show on Friday night, 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure y'all check it out. It's always a good time. And I always look forward to Thursdays because I know tomorrow's Friday, and then tomorrow night get to watch Scooby-Doo's show. So I think you should change it to Scooby-Doo Hangout. That's what I think, Scuba. You should call it Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, hang out with Scooby-Doo. Instead of Scuba's Hangout, yeah, hang out with Scooby-Doo. I think that'd be funny. I think that'd be really funny. Let's see. Scuba says, I said, yay, Walter beat me. Yes, Walter did beat you. Hey, Scuba, I ordered that. Wolf, I say, Scuba, I ordered that thing I sent you. Can't wait. So everybody's chit-chatting and all that stuff. I'm super excited. Real quick, I got to everybody that's just jumping on, my lurkers, my viewers, all that stuff. Will Plyce, it should make for some good content. Oh, Scuba says, laugh my ass off, Will. I'm sure it will work well for you. I love the conversation here, everybody. And so everybody that's just joining, I got to introduce all my mascots like I normally do, right? So we have JB. His name's JB. He's my little Cocker Spaniel. And this is in memory of Granny. It was my ex's grandma, and she lived with us for 5 years, and she died of colon cancer. But I was like her caretaker. So she had a little dog named JB, which she rescued from the Humane Society. So this is in memory of Granny Iva, and very sweet lady. And so yes, so I found him, and I thought, well, I'll just do this in memory of Granny. She passed away in 2010, and it'll be this month. So she passed away, I think, like 3 days after her 80th birthday. So when she was in hospice, we had a birthday party for her, and because that's what she wanted. She wanted a birthday party. So bless her heart. So happy birthday, Granny in heaven. I love you. I miss you. And till we meet again, right? So so that's JB. Okay. And then we have George. He's the little 4th of July. He's the Independence Day or whatever, 250th, right? Celebration. Yes, that's George. He's still celebrating. Then we got Pillsbury Doughboy, right? My little thrift store find. We love. Yes, I love my little mascots. And then we have Hard Rock Cafe from Detroit, 2005, right? My little vintage bear. He's pretty cool. I'm surprised he made it all the way. I don't know how many. We traveled a lot together. We did. I don't know how many times I moved. I think I counted, after I moved out of my house, right? You ever do that? And I counted how many times I moved. I think it was like 12, 13. I don't know. I lost count. But then we have Joe Cool. He always wants to join the show. Joe Cool, right? And then we have Positive Pooh. This is Positive Pooh. We love Positive Pooh, right? Because he comes on the show to keep everybody positive, right? Because we don't allow any negativity. And then, of course, we have Bob Evans, my cute little chicken. And okay. And then we have Joey Bear, right? From Home Depot with Joey Logano, and everybody watched NASCAR. He autographed his little hoodie, right? And that was 2010. Okay. He's been with me all this time. He made it to Michigan with me, amazingly. And then, and I worked for I retired from Home Depot. So in 2020, And then of course we have Joey Bear, baby bear, right? And so yes, so he gets 2. And then right behind me, of course, is Walter, the koala bear, right? I'll bring Walter down. That's his name. I've named him after Walter, right? Because Walter sent me this years ago, my koala bear. And so I named him Walter. He looks like Walter, right? It says, "Good day, Australia." Look at that. Is he beautiful or what? So, Walter, see? I named you after my koala. That's Walter. So we're going to set Walter to the side here and all that. Let's see. Okay, so I introduced everybody. You saw my painting, and I did that years ago. And whatever you want to call it, you know, I'm going to take a quick swig here. And every time I look out the window, it's like, ugh. It's just nasty out there. Just nasty. So I'm looking at my notes here. All right. So these are the house rules if you are going to spend time in my tree house, right? And so these are my house rules. Climb in with a positivity, leave drama on the ground, laughter mandatory, and snacks encouraged, right? So there you go. There you go. And then we had the past winners of the spinny wheel, right? That you guys are patiently waiting for your prizes. And if you want to win a koozie tonight, you have to be present to win. So you have to be in the chat. You got to stay in the chat, okay, if you want to win something. So jump in and say hi, you know, wherever you're at out there, all my YouTubers in YouTuber land, come on in. Don't be shy. And everybody put an emoji in how your day went. Put an emoji in like what describes your day, how your day went. Was it a happy one? Was it a crazy one? Just put an emoji in the comment what you think that your day looked like. And I want to see everybody what kind of day they had. Mine would be like, you know, I had a good day, but because of the smoke and stuff, I would probably have like a face in it. Let's see if I can find one. I'm gonna look right now on my phone and find an emoji. All right, let's see which one is me. And we're gonna go with this one. It's this one. No, not that one. This one. There we go. This is my emoji. This is what my day was. Yes, let's see. And Judy's lag going, ah! I love it. Look at all these emojis. I love it. Ooh, look at Will Fly. He's got the money, fire, and very hot. Yes. He said it was very warm. Flyer Bill. What is that? That's so cute. I know. I love these emojis. You guys are great. Thank you. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, mine has kind of like the face because it was kind of Yeah. So yeah, Greg Laney won the Ding Dong socks. Greg Laney, the one of my chatters, that's the disc golf guy now. He disc golfs, and he usually jumps in the chat later on or whatever. Will Fly says, "Burning through money." I like that. Oh, okay. It says peace. All right. Thank you. Sometimes my eyes, I can't see. I can't see. Can't hear. Can't see. Can't hear. Everything kind of goes to the wayside. We'll get into that later. So Greg Laney got the Ding Dong socks he's waiting on. And Hot Buttered Steve, he won the koozie last week. Will Fly is waiting on his Heinz socks. Heinz, like the ketchup. And Scooby is waiting on his Funyuns. Not his Bunions, his Funyuns. Funyun socks. And Mr. Bill won a koozie, 250th year anniversary koozie. And you guys are getting stickers courtesy of Scuba and Munchkin. I threw some stickers in your packages. The candy, I haven't gotten the candy yet, but I'm working on it. I'm kind of scoping around to see what's out there. And Scuba, I like Scuba. Oh, I like that. I see lightning and sewing. Looks like, needle. Okay. And then a thumbs down. And then, okay. So I like this because I have to figure out what it means. So he's like, it's like he's got like spitting out. He's like spitting out money or something. Yes, on Scuba's emojis and Scuba's emojis, whatever. How fun! Thank you for doing that. I love that. I got to do that every week so I can see what how everybody's doing or whatever. So yeah, the past winners of the Spinny Winnie Wheel. So you have to be in the chat to win to get your name on the spinning wheel. And the spinning wheel also was courtesy of my son Ryan and my daughter-in-law Leslie. Right? They gave that to me last year. Yeah, bought that for me last year. So thank you very much. I used the heck out of it. Right? It's not the fanciest, like the fancy wancy ones they got. All these other YouTubers had where they can, put in the little spinning wheel right in their computer. But I love it. I think it's old school vintage, the vintage way to do it. I think it's more fun. So let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to go in here. Welcome in. Grab a seat in the treehouse. Enjoy the vibes. And I appreciate y'all choosing to spend time with me on Thankful Thursday. So we're just putting the little notes here. Your cozy elevated spot up in the branches where vibes are always chill, the conversations flow easy, and the views are unbeatable, right? And Scuba says, shows sick point down to any belly sharp pain. Oh no, tuberculosis, better today, but yesterday sucked. Oh, that's not good. Oh no. Oh gosh, Scuba, that's painful. I know I probably said the word wrong. That is not good. That's not good. I find some of this organic food they have out there, like I bought some organic like chicken nuggets kind of things or whatever. They're organic chicken pieces. And those did not settle with me very well. So I'm telling you what, getting older is not fun because things you thought you could eat, a lot of stuff you can't eat anymore. It's crazy. And my sister's Judy knows all about that. So, yeah. And then we talked, remember that one week on my show, we talked legacy. And we said, what is a legacy? It's planting seeds in a garden you never get to see. And so I always think, what legacy am I going to leave, right? So Scuba, I hope you're going to feel better. That's really painful. I don't know if when I had my colonoscopy, yeah, there's two different ones, right? Diverticulitis sucks. Yes. And then there's another one. I think I had the other one, not that one. I think I had the other one where you have little pockets. It's called like you get pockets in your colon or whatever. But so far, so good. I'm going like I'm supposed to saying go, especially at my age, right? But yeah, you got to take care of that. Scuba. But yeah, so far, so good. I'm very blessed with my health. And, I've just started eating better and all that stuff. And so you got to get up every morning, put a smile on your face, and show the world all the love in your heart. People are going to treat you better. You're going to find, yes, you will. You're beautiful as you feel. So that is the opening of it. And let's see. Much closer, Linda. Yeah. At least you didn't get scuba ticulitis, both lies there. Yeah. Regardless, having those issues, no, are not fun. I know even my son Ryan, right? Ryan's in his 40s, and he had to change his diet. So it might be hereditary. He might have got some of that from me, um, with the all this colon stuff, right? So I'm looking for. Okay, we're gonna get started here, and because I'm excited that you're all here, and all my lurkers, chatters, my lurkers, and my viewers, and my YouTubers, and all that stuff, and YouTube land. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. I'm Paramount USA. And you're at Lindy's Treehouse, and I'm here every Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we always just talk about all different topics, right? And it's all about people coming in, hanging out, sharing, saying hi to each other, just checking in, I call it. Scuba says, I made the helmet official. And Cowboy John said, I'm tired. Oh, I'm sorry, John. What's the air like over there, John? Is it good? Are you getting the smoggy? Are you getting the bad smoke like here, Cowboy John? Just wondering if it's down there in Tennessee now. Will Fly said, awesome sauce. Yes. But yeah, we're going to do a little trivia later, and we're going to get started on new news to me, right? So we can get into some different topics tonight. And like I said, I'm just happy that everybody's here. And I know somebody's going to go home, get a new koozie tonight. If you don't want the koozie, I still have foodie socks left to give away. And then next month, we'll start giving away foodie socks again. Scuba's new helmet is the bomb. I can't wait to see it tomorrow night. I can't wait to see it on your show. We always had fun on Scuba's show. Scooby-Doo, where are you? Right? Remember the Scooby-Doo show? Scuba says, I posted a pic, but you don't need to click on it, Linda. It will mess you all up. Yeah, it will. Yeah, you know me well. And when you do your show, Scooby, that sometimes you're clicking on stuff and you're like, how'd that happen? And all of a sudden, Munchkin goes away, and you're like, where'd Munchkin? What did I do? I closed her window, all that stuff. So, but what matters is we all have a good time, right? That's what matters. We have everybody come and hang out on Thursday nights, and my views went up. My views went up, and I'm excited about that. And I'm thankful for my chatters, my new subscribers, my old subscribers. I'm very thankful and appreciative of every one of you that the ones that you view the show. You may not jump in the treehouse, but I got I got the refrigerator all. Everything's all loaded up in the refrigerator, stacked up. Scuba says, I already read that. Okay. So if I repeat myself, I'm trying to stay up on the chatters too, because I don't want to ignore you guys. Since I'm, flying solo here, as the saying goes. So everybody grab a bean bag and, in the treehouse and your snacks and all that. And let's get started, right? Let's get started. Oh, no, I'm not going to sing because I won't have a voice. It'll be gone. So I got a lot of reading to do here. All right. This is pretty funny. It's called The Museum Peanut Butter Disaster. A museum in the Netherlands decided to honor a late Dutch artist by literally spreading over 800 pounds of peanut butter across its floor. No wonder there's a peanut butter shortage. Well, I don't know. I just made that up, but enough to make roughly 15,000 sandwiches. Now, I want to know who gets to clean all this up. And I've never heard. Can you imagine what that building smells like? That can't be real. Honestly, that's something like out of a bad dream. Oh my God, I had a dream. I was in the museum and I was walking in the peanut butter. I had peanut butter on my feet. Can you imagine? But I'm sure you're wondering, Who invented peanut butter? That's what I was asking myself. Who invented peanut butter? And they said there is no single inventor of peanut butter, but rather a few key figures. Montreal pharmacist Marcellus Gilmore Edson patented the first peanut butter paste. How can you say that really fast, right? Peanut butter paste. Peanut butter paste. Yeah, peanut butter paste. Gotta say it really fast. In 1884. In 1895, Dr. John Harvey Kellogg's, we all know Mr. Kellogg's, right? We grew up with Kellogg's cereal. And we're still alive to talk about it, right? Because they keep saying, oh, there's all this, they put all this bio stuff in the cereal now. Yeah, and it's way more expensive. But they added all that stuff, which I don't think was in there before, but I don't know. But cereal pioneer patented the process for making a peanut butter paste as a soft protein substitute. See, paper clips. For patients with no teeth. Well, there you go. There's a concept, right? Oh, you just reminded me of my trip I took yesterday, show content. Okay, I can't wait for your show tomorrow night. I cannot wait. Yeah, so I thought this was pretty funny. So the Kellogg's guy patented a process for making a peanut paste as a soft protein for patients with no teeth. So, and I know doggies love peanut butter. Doggies love peanut butter. So, okay, this is pretty funny now. Okay, so Joseph Rosefield in 1922, a chemist who invented a process for churning smooth hydrogenated peanut butter so the oil wouldn't separate, eventually licensed it. He method to Peter Pan and founding Skippy. So that's how Peter Pan peanut butter and Skippy peanut butter were born. Yeah, who would have guessed, right? It's pretty cool, right? So a chemist did that. So the oil wouldn't separate, eventually licensed. So do you guys put in the chat what's your favorite peanut butter, and do you have it with peanuts or without peanuts? Or do you like the one that has the jelly in it, with the jelly? The peanut butter and jelly, but peanut butter, there's peanut butter out there has the jelly in it. I like peanut butter crackers, but I'm not big on peanut butter sandwiches because they make me burp. Yes. Like they give me heartburn. It's weird. I know. Yeah, I can't eat peanut butter sandwiches like I used to, but I can eat the peanut butter crackers, So let's see. Scuba says Jif is the only peanut butter. Okay. So Scuba likes Jiffy peanut butter. I don't know. I think we grew up with Jif peanut butter. I think that's what's in my fridge. I don't remember eating Skippy peanut butter. Will Fossey doesn't like peanut butter. Okay. That's all right. Like I said, I don't eat the peanut butter sandwich that much, but and the same with once in a while I'll get a taste for the Reese's peanut butter cups, but it's so sweet you can only eat like one, have one of those cups. I'd be drinking like 1,000 things of water, or the M&Ms, right? The M&Ms, peanut butter M&Ms. So yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with peanut butter, I guess, right? It's in candies. They got it in the cereal now, right? They have peanut butter cereal, which would be like, ugh. Can't imagine eating that. Peanut butter and then pouring the milk over it. I don't know. Anyway, enough about peanut butter. We're done with peanut butter, okay? Let's see. So, okay, this is funny. A rescue team was summoned to the tallest mountain in Scotland to rescue a 5-year-old black lab that became ill after consuming marijuana. Poor dog. So somebody had a marijuana farm evidently way up in the hills in Scotland, and this poor dog probably maybe had an upset stomach and thought it was grass, right? And so he ate. Yeah, the dog was okay. The dog survived, but the owners could not figure out why the dog was so lethargic after a while, right? Going on that hike. So yeah. So poor little lab. I wonder if they changed his name after that to Willie, right? You think they changed his name to Willie, like in Willie Nelson? Poor dog. I'm sure he never lived that down. I bet he slept for like 3 days, right? I don't know, unless they just sent him, they went home and let him sleep it off, right? I don't know. Poor little guy. Jeez. So that's your story of the puppy that got high in the mountains, right? He got high, all right. Yeah, he got high more than he wanted to, I guess, right? Goodness gracious. Okay, you guys and gals, you're going to crack up when you hear this story. And I thought this was super funny, so I had to share it, okay? Don't be this, ladies, don't be this girl, okay? Don't be this girl. It's called pole dancing gone wrong. Yes. And I guess there's a video out, okay? So you can all watch it at your own leisure or whatever. But it said, this would be like so me, because I have high ceilings, right? I can't imagine putting a pole here in, on those poles in my dancing pole in my apartment. But it says a woman was doing a dancing practice July 6th at her West Houston apartment when the pole came loose from the ceiling and struck a fire sprinkler. OMG. The video shows water spraying out of the sprinkler to flood Miss Gilbert's apartment and that of a neighbor. And she said, I'm in shock because I'm like, this can't be happening to me. She had just installed the pole 3 days earlier. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? I can't imagine. Talk about lawsuit, right? Oh my gosh. That is something out of I think that would be something. Excuse me, I'm grabbing a Kleenex here. Told you the air is just so crappy. Yes, I said crappy. Can you imagine that happening though? With the pole dancer? Oh Lord help me, right? Lord help us all. That's the saying. Yes. So I hope y'all got a good laugh out of that. I thought that was really funny. I wish Greg Laney was in the chat, because he'd be throwing out all those little puns right now, I'm sure, because he's always good at that, don't do pole dancing in your apartment, okay? It just, girls out there in YouTube land, not a good idea, especially near a sprinkler, a fire sprinkler, right? Yeah, probably not a good thing. And of course, her, she got more than she bargained for, and I'm sure her apartment was pretty flooded too. Speaking of fire sprinklers, I remember when I was working at Home Depot, somebody was getting, they were down like the main aisle of lumber, right? And the big main aisle of lumber, and he was on a forklift, and he lifted up the forklift to get some lumber off the very highest shelf. And whatever happened, he hit the fire sprinkler. Yeah, you should have seen that. You should have seen everybody run. Seriously, it did happen. Yeah, and I think the dude got a violation, I'm sure. Hopefully he didn't lose his job over it, but yes, it did happen. He hit the fire sprinkler, and there was just And I remember because I was on my register working down by the contractors, and I remember seeing him do it. And I'm like, no, he's not. And so much for the spotter, right? Because they have to have a spotter, unless everything was gated off, whatever. You still got to have sometimes you still have to have a spotter. Maybe the spotter didn't notice it because they're supposed to be watching for those things, right? So they probably both got written up. So yeah, thought I would share that story because I had a flashback or whatever. So another note, let's see, this one here, Midsummer Santa Convention in Denmark. It's an annual World Santa Claus Convention. So they chose to dress a little bit lighter for the summer for the convention. So like, lighter, maybe lighter Santa suits and stuff. And yeah, so they had their little Santa Claus convention and in the summer, and even the elves, Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus and the elves were all there, and everybody probably just come as you are kind of thing, or if they did have Santa suits on, maybe they were summer Santa suits, something like that. So just got to use your imagination, right? That's what the show's about. Just got to use your imagination. Yes. On a lot of this stuff. So I hit on some pretty good topics tonight. I didn't want to go like too much, but yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. And what else? Yeah, Scooby had mentioned to me on his show, his last week's show, he said he didn't know that I wear hearing aids. And yes, I do. And I'll give you a little history on that in a few minutes. So hearing aids in the 17th century were called ear trumpets. Hot Buttered Steve. Oh, Hot Buttered Steve says we need to talk hair care products. Oh, good Lord. HB is in the house. What's up, HB? Hair products. Oh, speaking of hair products, yeah, my blow dryer took its last breath on Sunday, which is really no biggie. Sunday, Monday, I don't know. I lose track of time or whatever. But yeah, the little GFI on it, I plugged it in, and it just poof, it made a little poof like that, and the barrel started smelling like hair, like burnt hair. Thank God the GFI. That's what they're for. So, electrocute yourself or start yourself on fire, right? So it's okay. I had my blow dryer since like 2018. So we had a good life together. We did, and I have yet to buy a new hair blow dryer yet because it happened. I'm glad it happened in the summer, right? And see, this is all my hair, like air dry. This is like air dry. That's it. And actually, I like it. I thought, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm going to dry my hair like naturally or whatever. And it's a lot softer too. So, yeah. And I don't spend hundreds of dollars on hair products. It's not worth it. It really isn't. And so I like my hair products. They don't cost me an arm and a leg, saying goes, and it works for me. So, yeah. So HB, I'm going to put him on here. Hot Buttered Steve. And Steve won the koozie last week. I hope everything's going good for you, Hot Buttered Steve. I know I missed your show last week because Hot Buttered Steve has his own live stream, and you never know. Sometimes he's on Sundays and sometimes he's on other days, right? In the evening. He has his own live stream. Hot Buttered Steve Productions, it's called. And Wednesday night, while you were having your show, HB, I was watching live stream church, Robert's church. So my son, my paragliding talk, pastor's son, yes. Everybody that's listening, I have paraglidingtalk.com, right? So y'all know the story on that. Why I took over he stopped doing his show a couple years ago, and everybody kept asking who's going to do Thursdays. And guess what? Here I am. I had a little help from my friends. We get by with a little help from my friends, right? And so the rest is history. The rest is history because now I'm still here doing the show. But yeah, so anyway, I did watch your show, and I like the other guy that does the show with you too. He seems like a really nice guy, Hot Buttered Steve. So make sure you check out Hot Buttered Productions, okay? And make sure you can still just look it up on YouTube, all right? And hit the like button, and hit the likes on his show, and just view it. Just view it. Check it out. Check it out. Give him some views, man. See, I'm all about supporting all my para peeps that do live streams. I really am. Nobody's in competition with anybody. We're all here just to have a good time and support each other. And I love to see people succeed in what they do. I hang out with my chatters and people like you because they have a drive for life, and everything. So Bill says, I keep missing the show. Just look, well, because Hot Butter Steve does a lot of it at, let's see, I'm in competition with Scuba Steve. I'm going to rule the vapes. Oh my gosh, you're not in competition. Not in competition. We all do this for fun. We really do, HB. I know you're just kidding. Well, see, HB, he doesn't know sometimes with his work schedule when he's going to do a show, right? It's just kind of, I guess I'm going to do a show now, kind of thing. And see me, I'm retired. So I set this up for Thursday nights, and it works for me because, I got nothing but time, guys, gals out there, and this is my time with you on Thursday nights. I love it. This is the best time ever. I'm really proud of myself. And Cowboy says, when is HB's show? I think maybe next week. If maybe next week I'll get HB in the studio with me next week as a treat. Maybe we'll get HB if he's not busy or whatever. I'll have him jump in the studio with me, and we can all chit chat, right? We can chit chat. So Hot Butter Steve, his days vary when he's going to have a show. But you got to pick one night and just kind of go with it, HB. And then this way people can follow you, and you can start getting those views back up. Because you have good guests on your show too, HB. You do. You're gonna get back in the groove again because you've been out of it for a while. He said, I schedule mine randomly based on weather and people's schedule. There you go. Yeah. And Fire Bill says, no one knows. See? No one knows. Because like with my show, right? If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to my show. Tell your friends. You'll only find me on YouTube. I'm not on Facebook, okay? I'm not on Facebook. I can only have like one platform because if I go crazy with other platforms, then I have to pay for it. And I really don't want to go to Facebook. I don't want to put, I may just put, my little thumbnail on there to say when my show is, and all that, and to subscribe to it. But I don't like to put, I don't like to post my show on Facebook. I feel better just having it, my YouTube the way it is right now. And I can't really put it on Facebook anyway. Like I said, you have to pay for extra. If you wanted the other platforms, you have to pay for it. So I'm just happy with what I have here. It works, right? If it's not broke, what do you say if it's not broke, right? So, this works for me. This really does. HB Scuba says HBU only. He's saying only. Okay. And Scuba says, dang phone, darn it, the darn phone and damn phone, darn phone. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Gosh, it's so weird out there. It's like it's getting dark. I have my lights on in my kitchen here, but they're a little bit dim because everybody in the apartment has their lights on. So I'm sure there's a little saver, lightsaver in there, whatever you call it. Scuba says only need about 15 years, 15 years of experience. John says, one last post for the day. Getting dark. Start at 5:30 a.m. I'm really tired. All right. Thank you, John. Thank you, Cowboy, for stopping by. Thank you. We love you bunches. Are you guys getting that bad air, John? Cowboy? Are you getting all this yucky air where you're at? Be safe, Cowboy. Be safe. I'm just wondering if you, if you're getting all this yucky air, it's bad. But I'm going to say real quick, I'm not going anywhere. He said no, he's not getting any of the bad air. Well, that's good. That's good. Because it's really yucky up here. And you already know that. I told you that or whatever. But Walter stopped in before the show, said he'd be back. So he's, it's morning where he's at, or almost afternoon now. But I'm going to say shout out to my chatters, Walter, Bill, Walter from Australia. Then we have Bill H, Cowboy, and he's going to call it a night here. And then we have Will Fly, Joe Adele from Indiana, my sisters Judy, and my sister-in-law Kim. Hot Butter Steve just joined us, and Scooby-Doo and Munchkin. There you go. Yeah, there you go. I got all my chatters in the house. I appreciate y'all. So yeah, I started thinking about the hearing aid thing, right? And so it says hearing aids in the 17th century, they were called ear trumpets. They were mechanical funnels made of animal horns, wood, or metal used to direct sound into the ear. Oh, the heck? Oh, my God. Thank God that Bye, Cowboy. Much love. Much love, much love, much love. Be safe, okay? All right, stay cool. Take care of you. Take care of that ticker, too. I'm glad you're still here with us. Good Lord. Let's see. Okay. So, we're talking hearing aids. What? So, yes, people talk louder that have hearing aids in. I don't know if I talk loud. Well, you could always turn the volume down if it's too loud because, when I open the show, I get like, I'm all like, get all excited. Oh, my show. I'm so excited. And I get all loud and everything. So let's see. 1898 was the electric hearing aids. The first, I feel like I should have all my, like I'd be an old folks, I'd be like all the oldsters. I'm not old. They are, right? I'm not old. They're all sitting around listening to my hearing aid, all the facts and knowledge of when hearing aids were invented and all that, right? Fire Bill says, I'm going to see if we still have elections. Okay. So they had the electric hearing aids, which utilized a carbon microphone and battery to amplify weak sound signals. So that was in 1898. And then we went to the vacuum tubes in 1920. And the vacuum tube technology was introduced, significantly increasing amplification, but resulting in hearing non-portable devices. So hearing aids have been around for a long time. Hot Buttered Steve said at Flower Bill, that's what I'm checking out, Bill. And then we have in 1948, the transistor hearing aids, and the invention of the transistor allowed hearing aids to become significantly smaller, paving the way for wearable, discrete models, 1950s. Do you want me? I'm going to take out one of my hearing aids, and you're going to be surprised how little these are, and I'm going to put it back in, okay? So maybe I can hold it up. to the camera, if you all can see my little tiny hearing aid. And let's just say that this hearing aid, what I got in my ears right now, it's like $6,000. Okay. Yeah, I have $6,000 in my ears. Seriously, $6,000. Yes. They're not cheap. Excuse me. They're not cheap. And I'll tell you how the prices have changed with hearing aids and everything, because you know, I don't know if anybody in the chat wears hearing aids yet, but yeah, I was in my, my 50s. Let's see, how old was I when I first started? 2014, I think. Yeah, was when I got my first pair of hearing aids. And then in 1996, we went digital, and the Central Institute developed the first fully digital wearable hearing aid in 1980. The technology became commercially available to the public. In 1996, transforming devices with customizing digital signal processing self-adjustment capabilities. So these hearing aids actually have microchips in them. There's actually microchips inside these hearing aids, where my old pair that I had did not have that, did not have the microchips in it. And my old pair that I had, the first pair I ever got, they were like bigger. They were like this big. See, so these, and now these, I have to be really careful with these, because they don't even make these hearing aids anymore, right? Because they're always technology. Now my brother wears hearing aids, and he, for the volume, I have a volume thing on here that I can adjust the volume on my ear. I just press it. My brother uses his phone, but you can adjust it to your phone too. But I've got so much on my phone, everything else. And if it works for me, you know, everybody does what works for them. I just have this little microchip in here with the, and then I have to buy my batteries off of Amazon, and I go through batteries every 4 or 5 days. I go through batteries. So, cause they don't give you the batteries anymore at the hearing doctor or whatever. But, and then I looked it up, and it said, how many people wear hearing aids in the USA? And it says, while about 28.8 million US adults could benefit from hearing aid devices, only about 7.5 to 8 million Americans actually wear them, probably because they can't afford them. You know, I was lucky enough that when I got my new pair of hearing aids, and my brand new pair in 2020, a few months before I was going to retire, that my insurance covered everything for these hearing aids I have in my ears now. So I really lucked out. I really did. This means roughly 24% of adults with hearing aids lose fewer than 30% of seniors over 70 use hearing aids. So crazy stuff, right? Crazy stuff. So I still have my paperwork from when I got my very first pair of hearing aids. This is probably boring, I know. But this is what this show's about, right? We just chit chat about stuff. And so I'm looking here at this, and July 16th, 2014, I got my very first pair of hearing aids, right? So, and back then, or I can say back then, 2014, and I have my receipt here still, the total for my hearing aids was $2,000, right? My insurance only covered $678. So I had to fork out $1,322 that year. got my insurance on this is brand new pair or whatever, very first pair of hearing aids, $1,322. So yeah. And then when I went back, I ended up going back again in 2020, right? Because one of my hearing aids broke, whatever. And so I went back in 2020 to get one of my hearing aids fixed. And they said they don't carry that. They don't sell that hearing aid anymore. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm thinking this is going to cost me a fortune, right? This is 2020. And so my doctor, whatever, the hearing doctor did all the research on my hearing aids, whatever, what I was going to order. Cause I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be an investment. The total, all right, now think about it. 2014, I got my first set was $2,000, right? $2,000. Then 2020, when I went back to get a brand new pair, my total was $6,650. And I didn't have to pay anything. I didn't have to pay anything. My insurance covered everything. So they said the balance was $6,650, but it ended up where, I've got it right here on the paper that the total amount, $0. My insurance covered everything on these hearing aids I'm wearing now. So, I mean, how sweet is that, right? So I'm glad I saved all my papers. Yes. So, I'm going to be taking a GoFundMe for my hair, my blow dryer soon. No, I'm just kidding. I have been shopping around, but at least, like I said, my blow dryer went out in the summer went out in the summer instead of the winter time. So I can live with, that. So that is the history of my hearing aids. So, they're not cheap. A lot of people walking around that can't hear and don't have hearing aids because they can't afford them, but I was very blessed. I guess I timed it just right, thank goodness, my little dog at the time, I dropped one of my hearing aids on the floor and he took a bite, he bit it, but I grabbed it out. It was, grabbed it from him or whatever, but it was too late that he damaged the hearing aid. So that's when I, sent it out, and then they said, oh no, we don't pay for it. But praise God, I got these. I've got a good hearing doctor. He takes care of everything, cleans my hearing aids and all that stuff, and doesn't charge me an arm and a leg. So that is my story. I hope you liked my hearing aid story. Everything's just going really good. I'd be lost without. I would not be able to hear without my hearing aids. I remember at work that I didn't even know in 2014 that I was going deaf. And I think the reason I was going deaf wasn't an age thing. It's because I ran my own karaoke show. Okay. And so we had those big old speakers, blasting right behind my head. So it's no wonder that eventually I couldn't hear anymore. So everybody, you're probably listening to Mr. Trump. He's on the TV in front of me and all that. So what do you think? Should we do a spinning wheel tonight or should we wait till next week? What do you think? I think we're going to do a spinning wheel next week because my throat is really dried out. It's really crappy out. The air is so bad. So I probably should be call it a day, right? I know it's only 9:19, 9:19, but okay, I will wait then. All right, we'll do it next week. Yeah, because my throat's starting to hurt a little bit. It's just like I said, it's no fun. It is no fun. So I'm just going to read my little, goodbyes or whatever, like I do. I appreciate everybody stopping by tonight. And next week we'll do a longer show, and we'll do a spinny wheel when we get everybody here and all that stuff. Wear a mask inside. Well, it's bad, but not like if I can go outside. Yeah, I have a mask. I do have a mask. So you're probably right. I should wear a mask. Maybe double up your filters. No, there's the AC. I don't have access to the air conditioning filters up here because this apartment, they changed the filters and everything, right? Everybody in this building has their own AC in their apartment, and everybody pays their own electric bill too. Yeah, it's okay, Scooby. I know. I appreciate your I appreciate your input on this or whatever, your advice. Yeah, it's not like I'm just going and like when I had my house in Arizona, right? I could change my air filters, and I can't imagine what it would be like if I was still sitting in my other house apartment with that. It would have been really bad with the window AC that I had. I would have been like in bad shape, I'm sure. So praise God, I'm up here, and it's not too bad, but just enough, or just like I said, I've been thirsty all day, and I know it's just the air is just it's bad on your lungs, it's bad on your breathing, whatever. So I just want to say, everyone, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching the live stream tonight. It was so much fun chatting with y'all, reading your comments, and spending the time together, whether you're a regular or was your first time. I'm truly grateful that you all chose to be here. So I'm looking forward to another incredible summer of freedom, deep connections, and effortless growth. And I have to say, stay on your 5 P's, right? Prayer, priorities, peace, positivity, and patience, right? Patience. So, all right. Problems and predicaments come to us all. I have to read my last thing here before we close the show. Problems and predicaments come to us all. There's no sign saying you must be this tall. To ride on the emotional roller coasters that take so many of us for a spin, Lord knows, I've rode the roller coaster many times. The bad news is that there are times when we're passengers, whether we like it or not. The good news is that we can always choose to get off at the next stop. So there you go, right? Right? Yeah. So y'all are awesome. Don't forget to check out Scooby-Doo's show tomorrow night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. And then we have Hot Buttered Steve Productions, and you'll find him on YouTube. Just look up Hot Buttered Steve Productions and just subscribe. There you go. And then you can always check and see, or, to see when his next show is going to be or whatever. But maybe I'll get HB up here. Yes, put some of those hearts in the chat too. Thank you so much, Mr. Bill. I appreciate everybody. And like I said, I want to see people succeed, right? And HB, I'm always here. Okay, we're always here for you. I know I saw the Facebook and all that, and I'm not sure. I don't know what you're going through right now, and I'm praying for you. I don't need to know the details or whatever, but we're always here for you. Okay, just remember that. No matter what, I'll be checking on you or whatever. Maybe get you in here next week to be in my studio. So we'll work on that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna pour me some more water, and I'm going to say good night. Thank you so much. I'm Paramount USA. You're at Lindy's Treehouse. I'm here every Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my show, hit the notification so you don't miss the show, right? So like, subscribe, hit the notification, because you're all awesome sauce. Thank you so much, my chatters. I so much appreciate everybody for stopping by tonight. And if I don't see you on the air, I'll see you in the air, right? There you go. I'm going to pack up all my little mascots, and we're going to call it a night. All right. Stay safe, everybody. And we'll see y'all tomorrow night on Scuba's show. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo be coming at you tomorrow night. There you go. I can say that. Scooby-Doo is going to be coming at you. Friday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll find him on YouTube. Subscribe to his channel. It's Scuba's Hangout. And yeah, give him some views. Give him some love, right? Thank you very, very, very much. I appreciate it. And give Hot Butter Steve some love too on his show. So I love my streamers. And yeah, you guys are all awesome. So I'm going to say goodnight, everybody. Much love. Be safe out there, okay? All right? I'll be praying for everybody. Say your prayers. Jesus loves you. Bye, everybody. Night-night. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Gonna go, and we're gonna go. Bye. Love ya. Later, later.